All right, everybody. I'm sorry. I don't know what is going on with Streamlabs. This is really starting to piss me off, though. I don't freaking know what's going on. Enough times we need to end the Dream Scourge. What are you talking about?
The beautiful thing you killed. Already you have forgotten. We asked what you would do with an animal that sickened after a fight. Do you remember what you said?
So it doesn't come harm to itself or anyone else.
Then let us die. He would offer a beast, and the world mercy from its pain. Grant us the same. The time has come for you to act. End our pain, and the Dream Scourge will cease. Give us peace. It is all we have wanted for so long.
I'll free you.
Center your thoughts. Reach for us. Clear the fog. Tear down the gates. We were so blind, so lost. We brought such horrors to this place. We feel bright. We had forgotten what it is to live. We will grow, tend, flower. We will always remember this. We will remember you when you are ash and soil and mulch.
Sepidal's fury. Unleashes the power of Sepidal by lifting nearby enemies into the air and slam them down. Alright. Now, did I make a mistake? Cautiously go through. If Streamlabs messes up again tonight, we'll probably just finish this tomorrow night stream before we do our
What happened here?
upcoming games. I'm starting to get tired of messing with Streamlabs today.
We should get down there quickly.
Are we back in Dawnshore? Already?
This is Sapadal's doing. I'm certain of it. No power in Eora could transport us so quickly, or so far.
Back to the beginning where it all started.
What happened to the living land started long ago, and we're going to finish it.
Are you seeing this? I don't think Paradise looked like this when we left it.
No.
Looks like the war already started, and the giant roots are winning.
Marius, vines don't usually get that big this quickly, do they?
Based on their growth and size, I'd say we've been gone 2 or 3 weeks.
2 or 3 weeks?
Hey, at least you didn't let 6 years go by.
Who knows if the garden affected time, or merely our perception of time? Assuming there's even a difference.
It's like how a body fights an infection. The fever gives you strange dreams that feel like an eternity.
Look at this place. It feels like we're still in the dream. And not just us. Those are more your people's ships in the harbor, and steel Garrote banners past the barricades. That can't be good.
Even Reingrim is here. Perhaps we'll get to see an Archmage in action.
I think I see Elia as well. What a strange reunion this will be.
The Blessed Wardens are here too. That conflict we've been trying so hard to prevent started without us.
I wonder who struck first. Well, Professor Highgrave must know something about it.
If he didn't start this himself.
The Steel Garrote have been itching for a fight this whole time. This would have happened with or without us.
Before we go, what happened back there with the Dream Scourge and Sapadal?
I freed her from her prison. Dream Scourge is over.
I'm not sure. That's good, right?
It's a relief that the Dream Scourge won't be a problem. I only hope we can say the same about Sapadal.
Me too.
Time will tell, I suppose.
After all this time, they're free. And the living land is free to heal.
We've cured the land, and we've even freed a caged god. All in all, rather a successful day.
War has a mind of its own. Don't care about what we've done.
You've saved the soul of the living lands. Now the survivors fight over its bones. We should take a look. See if we can get ahead of whatever storm is brewing down there.
People seem to be gathering west of here. Whatever's happening, let's be a part of it.
I like it.
Son,
They marched in with no warning. I couldn't think. I just ran.
Snow?
easy. You're here now.
This is different. It's got a Reingrim.
We meet again, Envoy. Paradise burns, thanks to Ludwine and the Steel Garrote laying siege to it. But the Dream Scourge is gone.
I killed Ludwig.
It wouldn't be the first time she's come back.
It's remarkable how hard you mortals fight for causes that'll be forgotten within centuries. Still, I do think the world has been irrevocably, if minimally, changed by your actions.
A single drop of rain can cause a tsunami, can it not?
A tsunami inevitably rejoins the ocean as simple water. The analogy only really works if you're mortal. And I'm not.
Dream Scourge's gone at least, right?
It is indeed. I'll admit, I almost miss it. The mystery, the days of research. Now we're back to simple mortal drama.
Oh, free Sapadal, that's incredibly world-changing.
Perhaps. A new god being set loose on the world is certain to have consequences. Mostly, I'm curious about whether you think you've made the right choice.
The decision I made was what I felt correct at that moment. I'm certain I did do that.
Ah, that mortal zeal. Always so fun. We will see if you're correct.
We will.
I am interested in seeing the outcome of your story, Envoy. With luck, it won't end with you also on fire.
We meet again in better circumstances.
Unfortunately, you'll likely be dead the next time I return to the Living Lands. Goodbye, Envoy. And Yardsley, I do look forward to when all of this is done. I am eager to work with you.
Oh, yes. We'll, discuss that later.
crowded.
Envoy? Is it really you? Mihala told us you went into some place called the Garden to seek a god?
When you didn't return, we took you for dead.
What did you see there? The god you felt in Nakutadek?
The origin of the Dream Scourge? It was the act of a god this whole time?
Everyone, please, please. We could get to the bottom of this if you would only let them speak.
It's been weeks, Envoy. What happened?
I met the god of the Living Lands and freed them?
Sapadal was responsible for the Dream Scourge. Their rage, their confusion, their fear.
But the plague isn't over. Dream Thralls still litter Shatterscarp.
There won't be any new infections. We've put a stop to that for good. Unfortunately, there's little we can do for those already in the grip of the Dream Scourge. We can give them comfort, nothing more. This will be a process. The Dream Scourge was never going to simply go away overnight.
I suppose it stands to reason. I found that a quick fix is often anything but. What of this god, then? What does it mean that you freed them?
She's the god of the godless and the god of the living lands. Wodaka imprisoned her. I let them out.
Wodaka, no doubt, saw Sapadal as a threat to her authority. So, she killed the godless and imprisoned their god.
I assume it is this god we have to thank for the roots tearing apart Paradise? They erupted from the earth the moment those bastards stood up their first siege tower.
Nakutadek was riven with those things, not to mention what they did to the land.
We saw similar destruction at Nakuku Bell. If these roots and the Dream Scourge are the work of a god, and the gods thought it best to imprison this god, how could you let such a creature go free?
I don't like her. She don't like me. Choice has already been made. I can't change it.
I suppose we can only pray you've made the right one.
Yeah, me too.
It was Adir's arrival that disturbed Sapadal. We'll have nothing to fear from this god once we expel you from our lands.
Sapadal's power ravaged my people. I don't know that I can ever trust it.
Keeping watch over Sapadal was a sacred task Nandru gave us when he left. For that reason alone, my wardens owe them their allegiance.
Well, whatever happens, I suppose we can't put the godling back in the bottle now.
But come, we have more pressing matters to attend to. The Steel Garrote have attacked Paradise. Inquisitor Ludwine has already joined the battle. She must have traveled like the wind to get here so fast.
I remember killing her on Mount Forgia.
You did. I kicked her corpse when you weren't looking. Just to be sure.
Well, she's seen better days, but you wouldn't know it judging by how she fights.
Ludwine's plowed through the militia like a knife through warm butter.
So I've got to kill her again.
All right, let's keep the similes to ourselves.
She's going to try to kill me again, isn't she?
Regrettably, she's not in the business of making exceptions for people she deems oathbreaker. So long as her passion for Wodaka lives, so too will her spirit.
I'm sorry, Starband.
Then we destroy her faith, and the rest
Streamlabs
of her
has
will
been nothing
follow.
but issues tonight.
I have a theory about this. Let's talk at camp if you want to hear it. But I think we can kill her.
Oh, good. That'll be easy.
Yeah, I had
It is not, I
Streamlabs
think,
just shut down on me.
impossible.
And then I started to stream again, and yeah, and then it just got disconnected for some reason. I've been having issues with Streamlabs for several times in the past few weeks. It's getting really irritating. What'd you know about this attack, Ambassador?
Well, you might not believe me, but I didn't want any of this to happen. It was Ludwine who called for the attack.
I didn't hear an answer, Ambassador.
She and her Steel Garrote laid siege to the city, shortly after you beat her to the garden.
Status of the opposition.
We brought as many Hale and Abel from Thirdborn as would come. But after the Dream Scourge and our losses from Nakukubel, we could spare so few. I worry it won't be enough.
Likewise, my wardens are still reeling from effects of the eruption. The keep was saved, but there is much to repair, particularly if we are to endure a siege. Most of my men remain at the keep. I can't risk them against the Steel Garrote for the sake of Paradis, not when we are so few.
State of the city?
We've had no news from inside for several days. From what we can observe, southern Paradis is in pieces.
Yeah,
and the
true.
remaining militia batters
They
at the
ended early
gates to
because
no
of-
avail.
Is there
Because
nothing
of
our
this
people can do?
Streamlabs.
Given the state of our supply routes after the Dream Scourge and the Steel Garrote's destruction, we expect the people trapped inside will run short of fresh food and clean water in a matter of days.
What are your plans for the counterattack?
Well, that's been a point of debate. We can't agree on how to stand against the Steel Garrote, nor who should lead the effort.
Nobody wants to risk their people at the front.
So you let the Paradis militia go it alone?
Even if our meager forces should make it inside,
The siege won't end until Ludwig does. And none of you know how to kill her.
precisely.
What does Ludwig hope to achieve?
The lawful settlement of a new Adirian colony, supposedly. Or the establishment of a Woedican state. She could win with a godlike in her ranks. Your presence would serve as a powerful endorsement.
Fat chance in that.
Somewhere inside that hollow head of hers, I believe she always hoped she'd turn you to her side. Remember, she has an obligation to Woedica, a solemn oath. And neither the Steel Garrote nor the queen that was look kindly upon oathbreakers.
Why'd she decide to attack Paradis now?
Because a victory here would discourage resistance elsewhere. The better question is, why didn't you stop her?
Excuse me? She's a 7-foot-tall skeleton powered by her devotion to the goddess of retribution. This isn't my fault.
Sure. Just blame the dead woman. Very mature.
Who else should I blame exactly? Our envoy, perhaps? For not stopping Ludwig and the Tusks?
You could start with blaming your own incompetence.
You're gonna side blame when the dust settles.
Why are you treating him with kid gloves when Paradis cries out for help?
Enough. I've heard your concerns. We cannot change it now.
Fighting amongst ourselves.
The
it's not gonna
Inquisitor
help.
was so convinced the Living Lands would unite against Adir that she's nearly made it true. One people, one law, one true God. That's Ludwig's vision for the Living Lands.
Is this what the Emperor wants?
The Inquisitor answers only to Woedica. In attacking Paradis, she has dragged us all far beyond the bounds of the Emperor's desires.
Did Steel Garrote explore any alternatives before deciding to attack?
What passes between Ludwig and her men, or between Ludwig and the Emperor, for that matter, is not my affair. But if I had to guess, this was the alternative.
Your empire is doing what it does best. Stamping out dissent until surrender is the only option.
Your republics are hardly any different. Their intentions in the Deadfire were certainly not pure.
As you say, we left the republics for a reason.
What happens next?
I've answered your questions. Now I would like you, all of you, to answer mine. Ludwig has sent a message to the Emperor informing him of her attack. He will send advisors and reinforcements swiftly in response. What will his representatives find when they arrive? A new colony? A budding grave room? Before you face Ludwig, you should know what you're fighting for. All of you must decide, together. But whatever you decide, understand, the days of the frontier are done. Adir will come. Indeed, we are already here.
How about uniting the living lands?
Oh, Envoy, no. Do not suggest that lightly. Think of the Emperor. There would be reprisals. Ones which this conclave could not survive, fractured as you are. Not unless you came together and formed a nation of your own. It would be difficult. No, impossible. I'm certain you would fail.
Well, I
Think of your people, all of you. Think of the lives at stake.
Assume the assembled leader will have thoughts.
Though I'm hardly eager to work with any of you. I like the idea of twisting beneath Adir's boot heel even less. So long as the Wardens can continue our vigil, I'm open to uniting, if you are.
It's a nice idea, but consider the costs. If we walk away from a relationship with Adir, we're leaving a lot of trade on the table. But the people of Thirdborn have friends in the world. I'm sure we'd find our way through.
With the Envoy's support, we'd have a god in our pocket. What could the Empire do to stop us?
Like
When
Sword
my
Shinar
people
series?
return
Yes,
to
I do too.
Fjord, we could create such miracles
most
of
of them.
animancy, the living lands would become the breadbasket of the world.
Sup at all?
Rest into bounty. Does the winter frost dissuade the seeds? Many fruits on our boughs. We graft many leaves into strength.
Alright, companions?
We deserve our autonomy, even if we must fight for it. Anything less would be surrender.
Fleeing someone else's laws and authority is one thing, setting up your own is another. We're an island of misfits and dissidents. We'll still have to surrender some of our autonomy, and we won't agree on what that means overnight. We'll be vulnerable. Without allies, other powers will see us as ripe for the picking. Know that this is a hard road to walk.
We were fine before Adir came. We'll be fine when they're gone.
I think we ran things perfectly fine before your kin got here.
Alright.
Of course.
I know what I'd like to do. I want to do the
Well,
living lands.
don't leave me in suspense.
Oh, I will. We should fight for united living lands.
Oh, gods have mercy.
Solus and her Wardens stand vigil with the living lands.
By grit and steel, Thirdborn stands with the living lands.
Fjord and her animancers stand with the living lands.
We deserve this opportunity. Thank you for believing in us.
Fighting a battle together is easy. I just hope everyone's willing to stick it out when it comes to the politics.
God, they made the right decision for once.
Finally, some sense permeates the proceedings.
On your head be the consequences. That leaves the matter of Ludwine and the Steel Garrote. She will never surrender, Envoy. You must kill her, or we will lose Paradise, and eventually the island.
And I will meet her on the battlefield. Let no man stand who tries to stop her.
The living lands will never be free until we break the chain around our necks. Ludwine must die her final death.
She better say her goodbyes while she can.
I'm proud to fight at your side, Envoy. One last time.
Let's get to work then. We've got a walking corpse to bury.
We do.
The Paradise militia will be at your back. Give her no quarter. The future waits for you.
Show them a fight, Envoy.
We will send reinforcements to help you reclaim the Eastern Gate. From there, work your way to the main plaza.
Easter Gate to Plaza. My voice is soft tonight? Another good author to keep is any of Piers Anthony. I've never read any of his stuff. Understood.
May all the gods of Eora and the living lands protect you.
Let's take back the city together. Show the Steel Garrote how the living lands takes care of its own.
Time to stop the Steel Garrote. Lead the way, envoy.
Yeah. All right. Here we go.
Take your
Let's finish this.
Good fight.
Go.
Stop right here.
Grenade was quite effective there. Oh! God damn, so many people attacking at once. It's like a clothesline.
Nicely done!
For a big dude, you are quite weak.
Everybody all right?
That was a close one. Give me a second.
Okay, so we're gonna take the main plaza and take the eastern gate. Did I just kill one of our own men?
Foolishness.
Oh. Oh no, you piece of shit. I'm having nothing but issues trying to play this goddamn game. I mean, this might be the first or second issue I've had with the game. But just trying to stream this goddamn thing is just being a pain in my ass. Alright, where's the last save? Here, huh?
Weapons ready.
Next one's mine.
Want to kill you there. That's terrible.
Still covered. Over here. Nice shot.
Go ahead. I'll hang back and watch the gate.
Everyone okay?
Do a quick save here.
What are you?
Watch the left.
Oh, they got a healer somewhere. There, problem solved. What kind of dodge is that?
Come and get me.
What's your flank?
Coming from the rear.
Why can't I run? I just didn't want to run.
That was a close one.
Show me what you're
Back up.
There's fighting ahead.
There's fighting here.
Envoy! Right side. We've got company. Done it better.
What am I hitting? They won't get past me!
Poke him in the head.
I'll teach you!
Hey, I had level 30. Assuming this way.
Wonica demands your submission. Stand against her and fall.
That's Ludwig ahead.
Lead on. I'm with you to the end.
There.
You're going down again.
You survived the garden. Did you come all this way just to try your luck again? To kill me more
Running Widows 10 or
efficiently
11.
than last time?
Longest support 10 at the end of October. I should be 11. Should have 11 for Windows. Maybe third time's a charm.
You'll get your chance.
Then what are you waiting for?
Look around, Envoy. Heelguard should have listened. He tried to bring order through compromise. He failed. Order is meant to be imposed by a stern, guiding hand.
Her order wields sharp steel. She must set down her blade.
Living lands will unite and remain free. There's nothing you can do about it.
You can tell Wotica yourself once we've sent you back to the wheel.
Don't insult my intelligence or my commitment to the cause. Treaties can be burned. The hands which shook over whatever deal you struck can be lopped off at the wrist. As for you, Sapadal's chains are broken, which means your soul is in their grasp. I don't know how deeply you've been compromised, Envoy. And if I don't know, then I cannot suffer you to live.
Alright, sounds like rudimentary mind.
Judgment has been passed. Now comes the sentence. Steel yourself, envoy. Make this a fight to remember, even in death.
We would not welcome her death. There is still ample shade for her beneath our tree.
Yeah, well, if you attack, I won't hesitate to defend myself.
All this time, I knew you'd be worthy prey. Don't let me down. Farewell, envoy.
There's no coming back this time. Prepare yourself for the next world.
Let's finish this. Together.
Yeah.
Once I'm done killing you, your god...
Here we go! We are every seed in the soil. We will always grow.
Whoa! Queen among queens!
Oh no, what's going on?
Send me your aid! Worth and
Over here!
God, you have more? How many different lives does she have?
Over here!
Wherever Ludwig is now, she must be seething.
Of course, we'd be happy to kill her again, if needed.
She's done for, but we're not. Whatever's next, we'll face it. Together.
Gods, you're all gonna make me sick. But carry on.
Unraveled at last. We no longer feel her wire against our flesh. We are free always. We are free forever.
Silence falls over Paradise, as though the city is holding its breath. Then you hear it, the ringing of a distant bell, the waving of banners, and cheers of victory. After a short and bloody conflict, the dust has finally begun to settle. You feel Sapadal close to your thoughts, stirring with interest. The god of the living lands is observing this moment, unfettered by confusion or fear. For the first time in centuries, they understand. The Paradise militia rallies to you, the outsider who defended them in their hour of need. Whatever happens next, you have won their confidence. You take a moment to reflect on the calm. Not so long ago, you arrived at these shores on a simple errand, which turned out to be anything but simple. The Dream Scourge is over, and the island has been cleansed of plague. A time of healing and mourning follows. People look to you for answers about the source of the affliction. You tell them the truth, how the plague came from a power beyond mortal understanding, and how it is finally at peace. Thanks to you, the Living Lands has escaped Adiran oppression. The free settlements unite under a common banner and begin the fraught process of negotiating new traditions and values. The Empire withdraws. The frontier remains wild, but not for long. Fugitives no more. The rebels of Paradise return to their home and to other free settlements, bringing their skills and secrets wherever needed. For once, they have a future. The refugees of Emerald Stair resettle in Thirdborn, bringing their skills and research to aid the local community. What starts as an uneasy partnership blossoms into a bond of trust. Through shared adversity, they find common ground. In time, the people of Emerald Stair return to their city of Fior Messiverno. Research yields new developments in the struggle against nature. Technology is shared among the united settlements.
Look at that.
The Empire cannot get in the way of progress. For the people of Shatterscarp, independence is bittersweet. Those who cannot withstand the grief inflicted by Ringgrim's spell leave the settlements, vanishing into the wilderness. Those who remain find themselves forced to cooperate with others, often begrudgingly. With so many dead, the need to stave off hunger outweighs any distaste for certain trading partners. Solace Keep clings to its long-held isolation at first. But after mourning her friend Kostya, Mihala reluctantly deigns to open the doors of the fortress. Some dwarves greet newcomers with glee. Others still mutter darkly about outsiders. Mihala flounders in her earliest negotiations with the rest of the living lands, but slowly learns compromise. She develops a taste for Valian sweets. When Kai leaves the living lands, he is no longer running. For the first time in many years, he can face the future. He returns to Rauatai, committed to peace for his people, those he left in Rauatai, as well as those he found in the living lands. He joins the Ranganui's council, counterbalancing powerful voices of isolationism and hawkishness. It is a long and difficult battle, and he is happy to fight it.
All right.
With his travels alongside the envoy complete, Marius is left directionless once again. Rather than disappearing into his cups, however, Marius leans on his time among his companions to give him the strength to re-enter society and find comfort in civilization. He establishes a route between Paradise and Thirdborn, guiding travelers between the two in return for money and supplies. And while he has a reputation for being aloof, he joins the campfires from time to time, sharing stories of his time with the envoy that most travelers believe are completely made up. Giada continues to improve as an animancer. She dedicates her work to the spiritual health of the living lands, nurturing instead of exploiting. Others follow her example, seeking her tutelage from lands far and wide. In the years to come, rumors spread of a secret society gathering in the wilderness, where animancers work in harmony with nature. The dream of Fior Mes Iverno lives on in her. No longer under the threat of imminent death, Yatsley returns to the Animancers. Reunited with her beloved Quilici, she helps him and the Animancers as they put their lives together after the attack on Fior Mes Iverno. Eventually, she even has something nice to say to Vidaro. As the days pass in contentment and relative peace, Yatsley is struck by the persistent feeling that something is missing. Though she still devotes herself to her studies of both the arcane and the godless, the restlessness never goes away. Freed from torment for the first time in centuries, Sapadal turns their prodigious curiosity to the people that shaped them. They observe the ways their people live, and they think deeply about what they see. Though they flinch away from moments of violence, and they grieve souls returned to them too soon, the rage that once shook cities to rubble no longer rules them. Instead, they come to you with questions. They want to understand. After a time, they begin tentatively to garden. Where they can, they improve the lives of Kith, and the suffering that troubled them is reduced, if never fully eradicated. Their grief compels them to love, and they love unreservedly, with the power of a god.
Okay.
Sapadal pours a fragment of their power into the statue they claimed from the temple of Aethys. Newly embodied, they roam the living lands and learn to experience the world as Kith do. Their first attempts at locomotion are clumsy, and a stand of innocent trees is violently returned to the wheel. But as their confidence grows, so does their grace. Soon, they are bounding across the plains of eastern Dawnshore, leaping the river gorge in Emerald Stair, scaling the shark's teeth of Shatterscarp, and fearlessly wading into the Tusk's acid sea. When they break, they come to you to put them back together, and in time, they learn to fix themselves. They wander far afield. You see less of them.
but they are never far from your thoughts. And on the rare occasion they return, they always bring you something beautiful and strange. The sounds of celebration pull you out of reverie. Many are waiting to greet you with open arms. You take a moment to catch your breath and savor it, because everything is about to change.
Nice. All right. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed this game. There were a lot of, there were some issues, but I enjoyed it. I didn't think it was an amazing game. I liked the exploration. I love exploring games. So the exploration was pretty fun for me. Try to find all the goodies. Combat wasn't too bad. I didn't mind the combat. I think I liked the melee a little more, because they seem to be more involved with it, so I like the melee a little better than the wand, at least. Yeah, the story wasn't too bad. I like that. Yeah, overall, I thought it was pretty good. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a stream tomorrow night. It's going to be upcoming games, and then Sunday we are going to start Oblivion, what we're going to do. So that'll be our main game. Then our next Friday stream after this one, we are going to try out South of Midnight. So we'll give that a shot. But it is getting really late for me, so I am going to head to bed. So I just like to thank you all for spending some time here. If you did enjoy this, please give me that thumbs up. If you'd like to see more content like this, subscribe. I'll see you all next time.